I don't know what I'm going to say either for the opening. I leave that on there too. I want all this. This is the part I love the most. This little intro part. That's supposed to be right before the music starts. And then let's see. I'm going to go live with this, and let's see what happens. Ready? For countless millennia, human beings have quested for the thirst for knowledge and answers. Questions that have gone unsolved throughout the universe for all of humankind, for all of mankind. Mantime and humankind. I don't even know what that means. I'm John Tenney, and today we're going to try and answer some of the greatest questions that humans have ever been faced with. We'll listen to some top 10 lists that I've made up, which I think are funny, and reveal the results of surveys taken from all over the world. This is Top Tenneys. There you go, everybody. Look at that. This first episode of Top Tenneys. My guest sitting across from me, Joel Fragomeni. Welcome, Joel, to Top Tenneys.
John, how are you?
I'm good.
Pleasure to be here on Top Tenneys number one.
The very first show.
First one.
Number one.
It's awesome.
This is a new thing for me. It came to me in a dream. I had a dream that I hosted a show called Top Tenneys, and now that I'm living that dream right now. This is the dream.
This is the dream.
I didn't know it was going to be with you sitting across from me in shorts.
Yeah, I mean, that's a nobody's dream.
Yeah. But I've spent some time surveying people.
Okay.
I've spent some time asking questions, which I think are pertinent. I wanted to start this first episode off.
Yeah.
With some very simple questions.
Okay. Should I introduce myself first?
You can, please.
Okay,
I will introduce you.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. I'm John Tenney, first of all, for people who don't know me. Yeah. And there's a lot of maybe people who don't know who I am.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just a weirdo, somewhat eclectic Renaissance man. I believe myself to be a tender lover. I also
I wouldn't know about that one.
I'm just saying. I'm giving some people some background information on me. I've written a book of poetry. Oh. I research and investigate paranormal phenomena, and have done stand-up comedy about 20 times. I've been a janitor. Oh. I've been a dishwasher. I've been a school teacher, school bus driver, store owner, mayoral candidate.
Yeah.
I've done it all.
Done it all.
And I've always wondered what people think.
Good.
So I've formed a podcast where I've asked people questions. I reveal their results. People can use them to have conversations with their friends. And my first guest is well-known worldwide.
Worldwide.
All across space and time. Stand-up comedian extraordinaire.
Thank you.
Joel Fragomeni.
Thank you very much, John. Thank you. I'll applaud for myself, too.
Tell the people about yourself.
Well, my name being Joel, and I've been doing stand-up comedy for about 14 years. And I live here in the Detroit area, not far from John. And we met through our mutual friend, Corey Hall, who is the co-host of my podcast, which is called Joel Radio.
Where can people find that, Joel?
JoelRadio.net.
Plug away on this show.
JoelRadio.net. And a lot of you are probably tuning over because on the last episode of Joel Radio, we teased that Top Tenneys was coming.
Yes.
And we sort of even gave away some of the survey questions.
I hope that people were listening.
I think so.
And if they haven't listened, now they'll go back and listen. Yeah. But after they listen to this.
Right.
Don't turn this off now.
But can I tease Joel Radio if anyone wants to?
We're
doing the crossover because we did some of the top 10 questions on Joel Radio, but without the answers. I will tell you, you can find out which, because one of the things I do in addition to doing stand-up comedy and host podcasts is I also perform as Upchuck the Clown at an event called the Gathering of Juggalos, which is Insane Clown Posse's music festival. Happens every summer.
And I will be at it this time.
Right. But I, for the last 10 years, I've gone out there. I've hosted the comedy shows.
I've often found that you don't like to discuss being Upchuck.
I don't because I think it's Upchuck has his fans.
There's a consternation that crosses your face when it comes up sometimes.
Well, here's the thing. Upchuck the Clown exists in the world of Psychopathic Records and Insane Clown Posse. Okay?
Right.
Upchuck the Clown has his own Twitter that has almost 8,000 followers.
Right. Very popular
clown. He's famous in his own world.
Very popular clown.
Joel Fragomeni, the comedian, isn't so much crossover there. I mean, I'm still the same guy. I put on makeup. You can find pictures of me if you Google Upchuck.
You don't do Upchuck in a funny voice.
I don't. It's me. Upchuck is me. I have a horn. I have makeup. I wear a crazy outfit.
Do you find that it's some kind of an extension of perhaps like a hidden desire in you to be someone else?
Does
it fulfill that?
It frees you up to do wacky, crazy things.
Right. Things you would not normally do in your normal life.
That's just a drunken clown. Instead
do you find it changes your eating patterns?
No, I haven't found that.
Sexual behavior?
Well,
is it liberating? Is it liberating to not know what people know what you look like if you're banging them?
That is interesting. You do have a certain mystique when you're a clown or something. So that's interesting. But what I want to tease on for Joel Radios is on the last Joel Radio,
yes,
a celebrity came to the Gathering of the Juggalos to perform. And I got to hang out with the guy.
Well-known celebrity.
Well-known guy. Everyone will know. Comedian. I'll even tease that.
Well-known, more well-known 20 years ago.
Okay, but well-known now.
Yeah.
Has a funny story about something that happened at the Gathering of the Juggalos. If you want to hear that story,
they can go to Joel Radio.
You go over to the last Joel Radio. You look for that. Go to joelradio.net. Tenny was my guest.
I was on
for the whole 2+ hours of that show.
That's right.
And I had Corey Hall, who I mentioned is a movie critic, or my regular co-host. He sat in for the first hour or so. So go listen to Joel Radio. You can get it on Stitcher. Find, I'm sure John's going to link to it from Top Tenneys. So.
There's a lot of plugs.
Yeah, okay, but that's it. I'm done.
That's it?
JoelRadio.net. That's it. Good night.
There's like 20 of those.
Get me on Facebook. Joel Fragomeni.
Keep going. You got it.
I'll be at the bar.
This is the first episode of my show. I don't know really what to talk about.
Exactly. Well, you do your top 10 list. I like your format.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I talk to people in bars all the time. Mm-hmm. And often I find the conversation gets to a point where it's lacking. Where we've run out of things to talk about.
Good. Well,
I've also discussed the fact that with Top Tenneys, with this podcast, people can listen to it and then talk about it with their friends.
Yeah.
Everybody can listen to it and then debate and argue the answers.
Good.
But if I go to a bar and people see me, I will have a notepad. I will be doing new surveys all the time.
Right.
This creates the opportunity of people who are in the bars to talk to other people in the bars that they might not know.
Yeah.
Because they can say, did you take that guy's survey?
Yeah.
And then they can talk. Now they have a common thing that they share. They've all answered the question.
Conversation starters.
It's
like categories or something. Yeah.
So in this, like I said, this first episode, the questions are very kind of milquetoast. Mm-hmm. I thought they generated a ton of controversy in the bar. Now, many of these answers were given on St. Patrick's Day. I have provided a drunken metric for myself. All of these polls, the number of people that I asked is based on the Gallup metric.
Well, explain that.
The Gallup metric was determined a few decades ago. Okay. How many people do you need to interview to get a random sampling poll to get a general idea of the overall opinion of the entire populace of a certain area?
Okay. And how many is that number?
It's determined upon, like, what am I trying to figure out?
What are you trying to figure out? Okay.
Okay. Right. So I'm using the same. The Gallup metric is used by Fox, CNN, ABC, NBC, CBS. Top Tenneys is the same way.
All right.
We're not skimping.
It's official.
It's official. These are real polls.
Scientific.
Now, Joel, you will answer these questions.
I will.
And then I will give the results. Okay. And then the listeners can argue and debate between themselves, where I can't hear them, because I really don't want to, because I've already talked about it with people. And then they can email me. They can refute things that I've said, which I will prove them to be incorrect with my data.
Good.
See? And then on the website, which I will create, there will be a forum.
Which already exists, but if they're listening to this.
Maybe. There is a Facebook page for sure.
Oh, there is? Okay.
There is a Facebook page that'll go live.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that the web address will be under the Oddest moniker.
Oh, okay.
So this podcast will be probably found at toptenneys.theoddest.com.
Okay, cool.
That's where the website will be.
All right.
And then Facebook, it'll be facebook.com/toptenneys.
John's not committed enough to the idea to buy the domain name. He's
not yet. No, I'm not. It's $11 that I might not want to throw away.
Free subdomains on the Oddest all day.
I have to drink this weekend, and that's $11 worth of drinks. And Gus says that's like 8 drinks.
I got you. Okay.
Okay, here's the first question, Joel Fragomeni.
Thank you, yes.
And I will insert some kind of wacky sound before the questions.
Oh, okay.
But I don't have that available to me right now.
Not yet.
So
do you want to honk up Chuck's horn?
No,
it's
I don't.
Right behind you if you want it.
I don't want to touch anything that the clown has taught. I like you.
Yeah.
And
Upchuck
you say that
you don't like.
I don't know.
Oh, you've hung out with Upchuck.
I have.
Upchuck has a show that you've been on.
Yeah, I was interviewed by him.
Yeah.
And I find him to be a little more outrageous than you.
Okay.
And I don't know who Upchuck has touched.
No, well, you don't want to know.
First question.
Yes.
And these questions are asked in a specific manner.
Sure.
They're very non-specific.
I got you.
Because then we'll discuss the results. Joel Fragomeni.
Yes, John.
Hugh Jackman.
Okay.
Or George Clooney.
Hugh Jackman or George Clooney. Okay.
Yes.
Now I like that you're asked the question without any who's the better actor, George Clooney? It's just an open question.
It's an open question.
You can answer for whatever reasons you want who you pick. And I'm going to pick Hugh Jackman.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you why.
Please do.
I worked on the movie Real Steel.
Okay.
I was an extra on that movie.
Yes.
And on the very first day
I was cut out of that film.
That's too bad.
Yeah, it's all right.
But on the first day of principal photography, I was on the set. It was if you see the movie, they do a fight where a bull fights a robot.
Right.
It's the first scene of the movie, pretty much. And on the first day of shooting, no. I was on the set, and I see a van pull up, and I see my friend Tori get out.
Okay.
Friend Tori's a guy I did comedy with who became an actor.
That's another plug here.
Right. But Tori gets out of this van, and I go, oh, Tori's one of the principal actors. I see him being escorted in.
Right.
Tori starts walking right towards me to go to set. And he says, hey, Joel, what's going on? Right, who gets out of the van right behind Tori?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
That's right.
So now Hugh Jackman and Tori are walking right up to me. I could give a shit about Hugh Jackman because my friend's here. Tori.
Right.
Tori, what's going on? He shakes my hand, gives me a big hug. How you doing? You're on the set. Oh, yeah, I'm the guy who owns the bull. And Hugh's standing there. And I go, good morning, Hugh. And I just, just ignoring Hugh Jackman, which must have been weird. I said, Hugh Jackman, good morning. And he said, good morning. It was very nice. Very polite.
That's why you
went on to shoot the movie. So for that reason,
you've chosen.
Hugh Jackman was personally nice to me.
Jackman.
In my face. So that's what I'm saying, Hugh Jackman.
This question has been posed to the specific number required for me to receive the proper sampling results for the state of Michigan.
Okay.
So this applies to the state of Michigan
only. If you live in Connecticut, this could be a whole different
There's a whole different metric.
Okay.
In the state of Michigan, when people were posed the question, Hugh Jackman or George Clooney, people overwhelmingly responded, George Clooney.
That's not surprising.
That is not surprising to me at all.
I feel that. Do you know why? I mean, people give you reasons. I feel like I have. Some
reasons, I
do. I
hear a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
And I think that Clooney is just more in the public eye. He's more of a kind of face figure.
He's more of like an icon.
Yeah, he's like the Hollywood old school style star.
Sure.
But what I think people miss is I don't know how many people know how cross-talented Hugh Jackman is.
He can sing and
singing,
dance,
dancing, acting. Yeah. He has a ugly wife that he loves, which I think is another great aspect of his life.
Yeah.
I mean, she's very mannish, very big hands, and I've heard she's not nice. And he loves her.
I don't know anything about her. I didn't meet her while I worked on this movie.
So I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing for him. But I think that Clooney represents that old style Hollywood. He's always in a suit. He's always got a girl on his arm. Even though he's gay, he doesn't act like it.
Well, Clooney behaves the way you expect like a big movie star to act.
Right.
Whereas Hugh Jackman's got kind of this weird personal life, and he's from Australia, and no one's really sure if he's a homo or what's going on. So I'm not saying he is or not. I don't
appreciate the word homo.
Well, okay, I'm just saying
that sounds derogatory to me.
People think
I think that was Upchuck speaking.
That was Upchuck. Honk the horn. That means Upchuck.
Does that mean I'll touch it?
When Upchuck, there it is.
There you go. There's the
no, but I think Clooney's been in more good movies too.
Yes,
I feel like Hugh Jackman's kind of in these Wolverine X-Men movies, and he's more of like a.
I also think that if people knew how short Clooney was, they would have voted different.
How tall is Clooney?
I think he's about 5'6".
Never met him or anything? Clooney?
5'6".
Yeah.
And then I have friends who have met him.
Yeah.
And he comes off, the stories that I hear, he comes off kind of dicky.
Does he?
Like a Hollywood guy.
Yeah. Well, Hugh Jackman's a big dude, and I know that from standing next to him. He's probably 6'2".
Which is amazing as a dancer. He's a big guy, and he can still dance.
Big guy dancer. I agree. Clooney's been in more big movies. If not for my personal experience.
For the state of Michigan.
For the state of Michigan.
George Clooney.
All right, sounds good.
Joel Fragomeni, the second question.
Yes, sir.
That was posed to people for me to create the proper metric.
Yes.
But we will ask you first. Taylor Swift or Carrie Underwood?
Okay. Now, my answer to this, and again, you're not asking who's the better singer, who's more attractive. I'm saying Taylor Swift.
Manner. You're saying Taylor Swift.
I'm saying Taylor Swift, but I am sort of answering from a perspective of a sexual partner.
Right.
I think.
Right.
I think, which is weird because here's the only thing I feel like. I feel like I'm for sexual purposes.
Yes.
I'm picking Taylor Swift.
Okay.
I think she's more attractive than Carrie Underwood on one level. I feel like Carrie Underwood knows what she's doing in a sexual sense. I feel like Carrie Underwood could suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
See, I think we had this discussion.
Right. But Taylor Swift is the better story. If you bang Taylor Swift, that's more of like a trophy. That's more of like a feather in your cap. And if you have to bang a celebrity and get a good story out of it, I think Taylor Swift is the one you get. So for that reason,
I would agree with you on that.
I think both of their music is complete shit. I could care less about either of them.
Well, let me tell you what the people of Michigan
go ahead. So I'm
said.
Taylor Swift.
The people of Michigan
Yes.
have made it known that between Taylor Swift or Carrie Underwood,
Yes.
overwhelmingly, they pick Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, see, that's weird.
Carrie Underwood.
What is the logic behind that?
I think that people might be a little burned out on Taylor Swift.
I think she's overexposed.
That she's way out in the media too much.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I think that there seems to be almost a legitimate story behind Carrie Underwood.
Okay.
Because people say, like, she won American Idol, she was nobody.
Yeah.
And she's got a kind of story. People kind of don't know where Taylor Swift came from.
Well, she was like a kid.
She just popped up somewhere, and she seems almost like a Disney girl.
Yeah. She wasn't a Disney girl.
She
but
wasn't,
yeah,
but people see that.
People see that. Yeah.
I will tell you that my statistical data in the question is the people who picked Taylor Swift were overwhelmingly women.
Really?
Yeah. So you're answering the question as a man and thinking about it in a sexual way.
Sure, yeah.
Was negated by the fact that the majority of people who voted for Taylor Swift were females.
Yeah.
And Carrie Underwood handily swept men and women across all age groups.
See, I'm trying to figure out, like, if because I don't care about either of their music. I feel that Carrie Underwood's an attractive woman who
she's more my style.
Be fine having like, I would not kick Carrie Underwood out of bed for eating crackers. You know what I mean?
Right.
But at the same time, I feel like Taylor Swift.
What would you kick her out of bed for eating?
I'm not sure. But
soup.
Taylor Swift is more exotic.
You think?
I think.
There's something about her I don't like.
No, there's a lot I don't like. I don't like Taylor Swift.
I don't want to bang her either.
I don't.
She's too young. She seems like she would nag me.
Oh, I'm sure.
In bed.
Probably a complete pain in the ass.
Trying to do something.
Right.
Trying to make it happen for her.
Yeah.
As well as me.
Yeah.
Because I don't want bad word of mouth. You know what I mean? If I take
everyone
her
in Nashville will know what a
I
lousy
don't want to
lover
do
you
that,
are.
so I'm going to work at it. But I feel like she would be very judgmental upon an older man's body.
High maintenance.
Yeah.
Maybe, more than Carrie Underwood. Seems like she could have a beer and hang out, maybe.
That's correct.
But again, I go with Taylor Swift for the pervy, awful reasons I said earlier. So
good work.
Thank you.
I will not let it be known. I did not answer this question.
You did.
I did not.
Okay, is that the way you feel for all of the surveys?
I have not answered any of these questions. I'm neutral.
You're neutral.
I am the survey taker.
You're just a reporter.
I cannot.
You're not giving your opinion.
No, confirmation bias is a problem.
Okay.
When you're doing statistical data collection.
Oh, interesting.
So I can't do that at all. I am the collector. I put these out to people.
I'm only laughing.
I'm the top Tenny
because I've seen you walk around the bar.
Yes,
and you're using like a beer stained 50-cent notebook from the dollar store. You're using a notepad.
Have you ever seen how sloppy Einstein was? Have you ever seen his chalkboard?
His notepad smells of Camel Lights.
I'm telling you, this is how it's done.
I know. I'm making
this is how
fun.
It's done.
Now
this was an easy question for me. The third question.
Sure.
This was an easy question, which was, I asked people, do they believe in their minds the week begins on Monday or Sunday? So Joel Fragomeni.
Yeah.
Does the week, in your mind,
yeah,
does it begin on Sunday or Monday?
I believe the week begins on Monday. And my reason for that is that for me, like when I doing stand-up comedy or working the door at the comedy club as I do here at the Comedy Castle in Royal Oak, Michigan, I will, Sunday is a day of rest and when the week is over, and Monday is a new beginning. So that's the way I look at it. I'm working Fridays, I'm working Saturdays.
I will tell you the results.
Yeah.
The results are overwhelmingly the week begins on Monday.
So
now that's a weird thing for me. Because calendars
all
obviously
yeah.
The week starts on Sunday on every calendar.
Why is that?
But there's a large Christian population in the United States.
Yeah.
Our calendar is Christian-based. And if you follow logic of the Christian Bible through, then Sunday is the seventh day, and the Lord rested. Like you said, it's a day of rest.
Seventh day, yeah. Okay.
Right? Which would mean that the first day was a Monday.
It's interesting.
Right?
So let me think of this. Now, I never thought of this until just now, but was January 1st,
right,
year one?
Yes.
We know.
We don't really know.
Was a Sunday.
We don't know. We don't really know.
But can't you do you could figure if you did the math backwards, you could figure that out.
But it would be very difficult because we've been through like 3 calendars.
So you're saying we didn't do leap years and shit?
We didn't do leap years. We were using the Julian calendar, the Gregorian calendar, then we were using the Roman calendar.
So the calendar we use now is not even like the calendar they used to start.
No,
used to use.
Not at all.
What's the name of the star in the Bible?
The star, the big one.
The big star.
It's just called the star.
Star. Okay, fine. Fair enough.
Next question, Joel Fragomeni.
All right.
This is not meant to be a 2-hour podcast.
I know.
It's a brief foray into the minds.
Joel Radio diverges.
How long are we right now?
We're at 21 minutes.
Oh, we got to hurry through these.
All right, let's go. Come on.
All right, the next question. This one was one that caused relationships to end.
All right.
Friends became not friends. Lovers were made.
Yeah.
In the regards to answering in similar, likewise manner.
Okay.
Pancakes or waffles?
Very easy feeling
for you.
Waffles.
Waffles.
And you know why?
Why?
Texture. Waffles are nice because they're crunchy for a little bit, and then you can get part of the waffle that's a little softer.
Okay.
I feel when you put it in your mouth, there's more to chew.
Yeah.
Whereas a pancake is just sort of soft. And, I like a pancake, too.
Well, Joel, the results are in.
And there, okay.
And I can tell you, scientifically, based on the survey results,
the state of Michigan.
Overwhelmingly agrees with you.
Thank you
Waffles.
very much. Thank you.
Waffles handily beat pancakes.
Why do people mention
I feel people mention their frustration with pancakes.
Yeah.
They mention that they try and make them and they always fuck them up.
Yeah.
And then they talk about they always want them, and then they eat 2 and that's too much.
Yeah.
And so I think people get upset with pancakes.
Yeah.
You get a waffle, you get one good waffle, that's enough.
It's a finite
that's
thing.
Enough.
It's one waffle.
It's a waffle, you put a strawberry and some whipped cream on it, you're good.
And you know what? The little squares hold the syrup nice.
Perfect.
Pancakes can be a big mess.
It's a mess.
Yeah, it's a mess.
And I think the people, I know. Joel, we know.
Now we know.
We've answered this question. No longer needs to be asked.
I agree.
For the people of Michigan.
Yeah.
Waffles is the winner.
Sounds good to me.
Now.
I believe you.
Here's the open-ended question.
Open-ended.
Let me do a top 10 list.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I can get this computer to turn back on.
I don't know either.
I write top 10 lists a lot of times.
Are you on the internet or are you just
I'm not on the internet at all.
It's already written.
It's already written.
Oh, okay.
I write top 10 lists. I've written them my whole life. I think they're funny.
Okay.
Most people never hear them.
Ah.
This is the actual top 10-y part of the show.
Oh, I got you.
Where there's a top 10 list now. And I have written up what I think is to be funny top 10 lists.
Okay.
Joel Fragomeni, you will tell me if you think these are funny.
Okay.
These are not meant to be factual.
Not science.
This is where I'm breaking away from the science of the show
to
become humorous for the listener.
This is a science show in a sense.
It is.
Yeah.
But this is just a break from the science because I don't want people to be overwhelmed.
No.
Okay? I know I've got to move it along.
That's
but
fine,
it's my first show. We can go a little long.
It's your show.
This is my top 10 imaginary soups.
Okay. Imaginary soups.
That people don't want to eat.
Okay.
Top 10 imaginary soups.
Okay.
If they existed, no one wants them.
All right.
Okay?
Sure.
Tomato.
There is tomato soup.
Then we can write that one off.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
Number 9.
Yeah.
Cream of Carl.
Yeah, I don't think.
Probably not something you want to eat.
I don't know who Carl
is. That a funny? Is that funny?
That's
one?
funny. I'm picturing Carl.
Potato bug.
Is there a potato bug?
Yeah. It's the roly-poly.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't eat a soup out of that.
No,
made out of that.
Hell no.
Maybe the top 10 lists aren't the funniest part of this show.
Keep going.
They're funny to me. I wrote them down.
There's only 8 left.
Chicken with stars.
They have that too.
Oh. Take that one out.
All right.
I'll edit. 6. Bean with hair.
Yeah, I think I've had that at certain restaurants.
Yeah?
Not by
This is just a single bean.
One bean and one hair?
Yeah, in broth. I think Campbell's would have a hard time selling that one.
One bean. Imagine you got a can of soup with one bean in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think people are into it.
There's a guy in the factory that just drops
puts one bean.
That's his whole job.
And then the next guy
pulls a hair
out, puts it in the can next to him. Right?
All right, that's good. That was a good one.
You like that one?
Yeah, that one I liked.
This is number 5.
Yeah.
Soups that no one would want to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Fish corn.
I don't know what that is, but I don't want it.
No, it doesn't sound good, does it?
I don't want that. Yeah, I don't want
No, I don't want it either.
Yeah, I like corn. I like fish sometimes.
Yeah, but you don't want fish corn soup?
I don't want fish corn. You're
I
right.
agree. I don't think anybody would.
No.
I don't have a number 4.
Okay.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Jungle Man syrup.
Oh.
Doesn't sound like a delicious treat, does it?
I don't know.
It stick to your bones, though.
Jungle Man. It could be made out of a man.
It could be. Or it could be the syrup that is made by a jungle man.
The syrup from a jungle man.
That's right.
Yeesh.
I don't have a number 2.
No number 2. Okay. No. You could have number 2 soup. That'd be awful.
I could. But I have nothing on this list.
All right, so.
And then number 1.
Number 1.
Is skin.
Skin soup?
Yeah.
Eesh.
And I wasn't, when I first wrote that, I didn't think it was like human skin.
No, but it sounds like it to me.
I know. Now that I'm saying it out loud for the first time.
Human skin.
But I'm saying it out loud for the first time with another person around.
Yeah.
It seems like that's what it seems like.
Doesn't it?
What I was thinking about was a can of soup skin. You know how when you keep soup
the top
for
of the
too
soup
long?
has the skin.
Yeah, when you keep soup without cooking it for too long.
When the soup gets cold,
and it gets cold and it gets a skin. A whole can of that.
Oh,
that's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
That's not good.
Yeah.
You wouldn't eat that.
No.
No.
What are they, when you talk about skin,
yeah.
Are people the only thing that really have a skin?
No, everything has skin.
Yeah, but don't when we call, like, when it's animals, don't we call it a hide or something usually?
Yeah.
But, like, there's pigs, because it's pig skin.
Right.
But you'd also call a pig skin like a...
Do you know why it's called a hide?
Why?
Because it's skin under hair. And it's hidden.
It's hidden. But because humans are sort of hairless, or we have less hair than most mammals.
Humans have more hair on their body.
Right.
Than gorillas.
Oh.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
That's a true fact.
Because what, a gorilla's, like, their
hands,
feet,
chest plates, and faces are completely hairless.
Yeah, that's right. We have hair on
We have minute hairs all over our entire body.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So now, Joel, back to the survey.
To yes.
This is a top 10 survey question.
Good, okay.
I have asked the required amount of people to know for the entire Midwest of the United States.
Oh, enough. Okay.
This isn't just Michigan anymore. I'm not fucking around on this one.
I hear you.
This is a real deal. Mm-hmm. I asked a lot of fucking people about this question, Joel.
Let's do it.
And the question is, what is your favorite vegetable? Okay. Think about this, Joel.
I'm thinking.
There's a lot of answers.
I think I have an answer.
You think you have an answer.
I think I do, although I wonder, the definition of vegetable is very open, but...
Okay, I will tell you this.
Having said that...
I will tell you this.
Yeah.
I did not allow tomato.
You didn't allow it because they consider that it's a fruit.
It is a fruit.
From a vine.
That's right.
So if it's from a vine, it's a fruit.
I did not allow peanuts.
Okay, that's a legume.
People were confused with the peanut.
Is a peanut a legume?
Yes.
Okay.
So I did not allow that. Okay. So what Joel Fragomeni.
Okay.
After your complex thought process of the last minute.
Sure.
What is your favorite vegetable?
My favorite vegetable, I mean, again, I don't even know if it's a vegetable. I would say potato.
Joel Fragomeni.
Yes, sir.
Here is the top 10.
Top 10.
Let's find where you fit in.
Okay.
Vegetables.
Yeah.
For the entire portion of the Midwest continental United States.
Okay.
Number 10.
Yeah.
Green beans.
Okay. Not a fan. Not a fan.
Do you eat green beans fresh or out of a can when you have to eat them?
Oh, I would eat them out of a can, I think.
Yeah, that's why you're not a fan.
Yeah.
People said that.
Because would they be crisp or something?
They're crisp,
crisp
and delicious.
Okay. Sure.
I'm still not a fan.
Okay.
Number 9. Cauliflower.
Never eaten it.
Never eaten cauliflower?
No,
ever?
not a fan. I don't eat a lot of vegetables, so yeah, for me, this question was not that hard.
Number 9, cauliflower.
Yeah.
Number 8, Brussels sprouts.
Not a fan of those.
I love Brussels sprouts.
Do you? Okay.
They're easy to make.
Yeah.
You cut them in half. They're little cabbages.
Okay.
Olive oil, salt, done.
All right.
Delicious. Try them sometime.
Brussels sprouts.
This is informative for the listeners.
Okay.
If they want to know.
That's good, yeah.
This is number 7.
7.
Number 7.
Number 7.
Is going to be zucchini.
Okay.
Do you like zucchini? You're an Italian guy, right?
I've had zucchini chopped
zucchini
up
gets
into
thrown
stuff.
into shit.
Yeah.
Right? Like lasagna?
Yeah, zucchini.
You can't say lasagna is your favorite vegetable.
No, you can't. You can have zucchini.
But zucchini.
You have zucchini as part of something.
Number
I've never
6.
eaten a zucchini by itself.
Number 6.
Yeah.
Potato.
So I'm right in the middle.
You're right.
6,
You're
right
6.
in the.
Well, that's not the middle.
Well,
6 is
5 is
just
the
above
middle,
the
but
middle.
6 is
right.
Okay.
Potato.
Yeah.
Now,
I consider a potato like a root, though, isn't it?
it's a tuber.
It's a tuber, is what it's
I
scientific.
let it go. I let people have.
I
let them have potato.
Yeah, but it grows underground.
Yeah, but it's got a leafy green that comes
Okay,
up
yeah,
above.
I guess so.
So I let it go.
Okay.
If I was going to let carrots on the list,
Yeah.
then I had to leave potato.
Yeah, you
on
do.
the list. Number 5, carrots.
I'd like a carrot.
There you go.
You know what I like at carrots, though? You got to give me a cold, crisp, cleaned carrot.
I'm not a fan of carrots.
No?
No.
I don't like them warm. Like if you have carrots in your soup,
I don't
no
like
good.
the baby carrots.
I like the baby. The
I don't
little
like
little
those
baby
ones.
carrots out of the fridge,
Not
I
my-
like.
not
Delicious.
not my favorite. Number 4.
Crisp, like them.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Is that you?
It is me, but don't worry about it.
Number 4. We're getting into the tops.
Almost there.
These are across the Midwest United States.
The Midwest.
These are the
Continental
top
United States.
4 vegetables
Sure.
that people enjoy. Number 4. Cucumber.
Interesting.
A weird curveball.
A little bit.
I thought
because
to
people
myself.
certainly eat more carrots than cucumbers,
Yeah.
but people have cucumbers in salads, and I think they like them in there. So
Yeah.
interesting.
So I don't know. I'm not a fan of cucumber.
But people answered it.
I know. They
Yeah.
love it.
They love it.
Number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Spinach.
Really?
I'm a big fan of spinach.
Yeah.
I eat it in everything. I chop it up. I put it in macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
I put it in I eat it just as a salad. I throw some feta cheese on
Yeah.
it and eat it as a salad.
Yeah.
I love it. You not a big fan?
Spinach kind of smells, isn't it? They have a smell.
No.
When you take spinach out of a can or
No,
something. It's-
don't eat it out of a can.
Yeah.
You eat it fresh.
I don't know from spinach.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Number 2.
Yeah.
Asparagus.
Asparagus. Now that one I know. Asparagus. As you get older, you start to appreciate asparagus
I am a fan of asparagus. I
Yeah.
always have been.
because people boil it and they put a little butter on it.
No,
and
you
that's-
don't boil it either.
How do you cook it?
You put it in a pan with some butter
Oh, okay.
and you give it a little toast.
Yeah.
Throw it on a grill.
Throw it on the grill.
Dump a little butter, a little salt.
Yeah.
Eat it up. Stinky pea.
Stinky pea.
It makes your
asparagus.
pea stink.
Okay.
Really bad. Number 1,
Number 1.
favorite vegetable.
Favorite vegetable. I'm trying to think. What's
With
left?
science,
Yeah.
I've figured out through the data collected
Sure.
for the entire Midwest portion.
I
of
think
the
I have the-
continental.
Can I? How about I write an answer down?
Well, there's only one big one left.
Yeah, but I think I.
There's only one
I
big
don't know
one
if you
left.
even consider this a vegetable, though.
So number 1,
I'm writing this down.
favorite vegetable
Okay,
of people
I've made
in
a
the
pre-
Midwest.
I've made a prediction.
Joel has
on this.
made a prediction.
I've made a prediction on this piece of paper. I'll turn it around as you unveil the.
And you will
Win.
turn it around as I unveil. The answer is, and please feel free to discuss this online, not while I'm around.
Sure.
The number 1 answer, broccoli.
Oh, that's see.
You
I
said
know-
corn.
I said corn.
You said you were wrong. Broccoli. Number
Broccoli.
1. The
Interesting.
number 1
No.
favorite vegetable of people in the Midwest.
Yeah.
I now know. We know for certain.
Broccoli.
There's no debating this anymore.
But this all seems like shit people didn't want to eat as a kid. Broccoli, Brussels sprouts, spinach.
you would think.
Yeah.
But you know what? The question's been answered, Joel.
Sophisticated taste, huh?
The question
Now-
has been answered.
My answer of corn, does that even count, or is corn a grain?
Corn was on the list. Corn came in at 12.
Oh, okay, interesting.
And I can tell you statistically, because of the data that I've collected, that broccoli won the over 30 vote.
Ah, interesting.
The majority of people who said corn,
younger people,
under 20.
Interesting. Okay.
Kids.
Where are you interviewing kids for these?
I'm not allowed to reveal a lot of this.
No, because I saw you at the bar and they were all.
Well, I have to get my statistical data for over 21s.
I hear you. No,
men and women.
That's the bar is there.
That's the way it works.
Good. Sounds good.
Joel, plug something because we're done.
All right. JoelRadio.net. Go check it out. John Tenney was a guest recently and been a guest on a couple recent shows, so it's great to have John on there. And look that up. Get it on Stitcher, where you can get all your fine podcasts.
You're a professional.
On your smartphone, iPhone, Android, whatever you got. Look us up on Stitcher, JoelRadio.net.
This first show was a little rough, I feel.
Well, I apologize.
But I think it's coming along. I think people will enjoy watching the evolution of it.
I think
They're a part of this show
right
now. That from the baby steps is what I
think.
think.
So when you do the top 10s of top 10s,
yes,
this will be the number 10 or below.
Probably.
This is not the number
this
one
will be
top
low
10.
on the scale. But I will tell you, if people see me, John Tenney, out and about, I will have my pen and paper. I will have new questions, which will be revealed on later shows. They can find me on Facebook.
Yes.
That's Weird Lectures. Facebook.com/Weird Lectures. But they can go to the Top Tenneys page at Facebook.com/Top Tenneys.
Okay.
And then the website will be toptenneys.theartist.com.
Okay.
And this has been a good first show, Joel. I'm glad that you showed up for it.
Thanks for having me, John.
I'm glad you showed up in the studio.
And don't forget about Joel Radio. You can hear me.
They can't stop plugging.
What famous celebrity is talking about me at the Gathering of the Juggalos?
Oh.
It's on Joel Radio.
Look at that. Here's one more final top 10 list that I wrote that I didn't ever tell anyone. Yeah. We'll see. We'll try and end this on a high note because I feel like I've gone off the rails a little. This says top 10 original endings to movies.
Okay. Wow.
Right?
This sounds complicated.
These are how movies originally ended.
They originally ended.
Not really.
But, yes.
But how I think they should have probably ended.
In Mad Magazine, this would be called Movie Endings We'd Like to See.
Oh, well, this is called...
This isn't Mad Magazine.
Top 10 original endings to movies.
Right.
How I thought they should end.
Sure.
All right. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Karen Allen, the female lead in that movie. Turns out she's the fat Egyptian guy.
Okay.
Number 9. Turner and Hooch.
Okay.
Turner, that's the Tom Hanks character, eats the dog.
Oh, jeez. That's terrible.
No?
An awful ending.
Number 8.
Glad they didn't go with
These
that.
aren't going over as well as I thought.
Keep going.
But I have tons of them written down.
Comedy's hard.
Number 8.
Yeah.
It's Dirty Old Men 2. You remember this series?
I don't
of
even know if I
films?
remember Dirty Old Men.
There's Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon.
There's a Grumpy Old Man.
Is that what it? No,
yeah.
No. There was one called Dirty Old Men.
Was there?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I think.
Okay.
Maybe it was called Grumpy Old Men. It was Grumpy Old Men 2.
Dirty Old Men sounds great, though. I mean,
in this version, Walter Matthau stabs Jack Lemmon in the belly.
Okay.
Taxi Driver.
Taxi Driver.
It's revealed that Jodie Foster is a Nazi.
And
the movie ends with a question mark.
Oh. I think I've blown my voice out today.
Mr. Mom.
Mr. Mom.
You remember that movie?
I do.
Michael Keaton.
Terry Garr. Martin Mull.
They are. They have a 3-way at the end.
Oh, my goodness.
With the corpse of the youngest son.
I think the kid survived, Mr. Mom, but
this is a
fictional ending.
This is the endings to the movies that I thought how they would probably should have ended.
That's a better ending.
Purple Rain. Mm-hmm. You've seen that?
Prince.
The actual original ending that wasn't used was that Prince gets a girl pregnant. She has a miscarriage. And then he releases an album called Musicology.
I think musicology was an abortion. It's a miscarriage.
I think that's just actually what happened in
that
Prince's
is
life.
Prince screwed his career.
I think that's just
he went off the rails for
My Cousin Vinny, number 3.
My Cousin Vinny.
My Cousin Vinny. The original ending to My Cousin Vinny was that in court, Ralph Macchio, because he was in that film.
Yeah, he was on trial. Yeah.
During the trial, as a last defense, he does crane technique.
Okay. That's good. That's a good ending. Sure.
That's a funny joke, though, because it ties in
stuff, yes.
only as a last defense.
But my cousin Vinny is here to defend me.
But you only used crane technique as a last defense. Mr. Miyagi tells him that in the trial.
What's his problem? He's getting beat up in the karate movie. He's on trial.
You know, Ralph
Macchio
recently he celebrated the birthday. He is now as old as Pat Morita was when they filmed Karate Kid.
I heard that from somebody. Yes. Yeah, that's interesting.
Matrix 3.
Matrix 3
is that at the end of Matrix 3, the original ending, this is number 2.
Okay.
Is that Bob Newhart wakes up in bed and realizes that he killed Bobby Ewing.
So you're tying the whole Dallas, Newhart.
I feel like when you explain the joke,
okay,
maybe that's where the problem's at.
Sorry. My mind works in a certain way,
these
John.
Are killing.
I'm breaking these
down.
Number
one, and the end of the film, we're going to end on a high note
And a high note.
I don't have a number 1 for this. I never will. Maybe next time I'll have a full top 10 list.
John Tenney wakes up and realizes that Top Tenneys was a bad idea.
I think this was a great show, Joel. Thank you for being on the show. Can I play the exit music?
Yeah, go ahead, buddy. Do what you got.
Let me see if I can get that. There we go. And there was ladies and gentlemen, now due to the advanced technologies afforded to us via the intercommunications network known as the Internet, we know the answers to questions. And next week we'll find out some more answers to questions that people have been asking and that I've been asking and receiving through informational and statistical data that can be proven, the results of which people all over the world will talk about for years to come. Please use these conversations with your friends and enemies. Just don't do it while I'm around. I'm John Tenney, and this has been Top Tenneys.